Please be patient with all the editing and picture quality. I hope to make a go of this, but the only way I can do this is by your help, by liking and subscribing to my channel. For right now, until I get used to editing and making the videos, I'll probably only put a couple videos out in a month. But I hope to make out more as time goes and I get used to this and the whole editing thing. But again, if you're here and watching this, thank you. If you make it to the end of the video, bless your heart. I hope you enjoy the show. Thanks again.
DIY number one. In this project, I take 6 blocks from Dollar Tree. The wooden blocks can sometimes be hard to find, but you can always use the dice they have. I use folk art wax, apple barrel and white, and pink blast and craft smart, and also a wooden heart, and some ribbon as well. The first thing I do is I paint all the blocks in white, and I paint all the sides except for the bottoms. You won't be seeing those in the final project. After I get done finishing all of those, I take the heart, the wooden heart from Dollar Tree. That is actually a heart on a stick, as you can see right there. And all I did was cut the heart off, or the stick off, and then I sanded it down. And then I took the pink blast from Craft Smart, and I painted all of that, which I'm kind of glad I lost some of the footage on that because I put way too much paint on it and got it like everywhere. And then I take the wax and I start distressing the blocks. At first, I just started doing the sides, but then decided later on just to do the whole block. I actually thought that looked better, but it's up to you. Or you don't have to do it at all. It's whatever you prefer and whatever works for your decor. As you can see right there, I'm just doing the sides, but when I start doing all blocks, I think I did it off camera. And then I sand them down to kind of help blend it because I got a little heavy-handed with it. And then I take the heart and I start doing the same thing. I do the edges and then I do the whole heart. And then I sand it to help blend some of that in as well. After that, I take some tape and I put my letters down. Now for this, you can say whatever you like be mine. But in my case, I'm love. That is what I tell my husband all the time. He is my love. So, and I'm going to be giving this to him for Valentine's Day. So I take the wax and I begin to wax all of the letters. After I get all the letters waxed, I begin to wipe them off to get some of that excess wax off the letters. After I get all the wax off the letters, I'm not sure what I do next. Let's see. I cannot remember. Oh, okay. I take the heart and I take some burlap ribbon that I got from Dollar Tree and I just measure it to fit. And as you can see, it's a little wide. So what I do is that I cut off what I want and then I'll start cutting the sides off, making it a little smaller. After I get the sides cut off, here in a minute, maybe, at some point, I start fraying the edges. I like that look. I like the fray edges. Of course, then I get those little strings everywhere, and I end up finding those strings like weeks later. I don't know. They are kind of messy, but I do like the look of it. I do take my scissors and kind of trim up that edging a little bit. And then I take some hot glue and I glue it on. I just kind of wrap it around the heart, kind of position where I want it, and then I wrap it around the heart. Now this is kind of where I screwed up. I forgot to add a piece, so eventually you're going to see me remove that, and I only end up removing the one end. But right now I'm more focused on not burning my fingers, which I eventually do, and you will see that too. And I do have finger protectors, but I always forget to use them. I don't know why. They're usually like right in front of me. You think I'd be smart enough to grab them, but I don't. After this, I do grab two different kinds of ribbon. I grab the ribbon from Dollar Tree, the lace ribbon, and I see how that looks. And then I grab this heart ribbon I got off of Amazon. It's really pretty, and I really liked it, but it was a little too white. I wanted a more deeper look or antique look, so I just ended up going with the Dollar Tree ribbon, the um, the lace ribbon, because it's more of a creamier white. But here, as I said before, I take that off because I forgot to add this arrow. I bought these arrows on Amazon and I apply some wax to it. And all I do is just really take a little bit of hot glue and glue it right there in the middle. And then I tack back on the burlap. I just use hot glue to reattach it. And then what I'm going to do after that, I'm going to take that lace ribbon from Dollar Tree and I will cut it down to fit. And I don't know my measurements on this. I just cut what I think looks good. And I put that right in the middle of the burlap. And once again, I will tack it down with some hot glue, trying not to burn my fingers, which I do. Right there, that hurt. And there's my beautiful heart. It's so pretty. I love it. And then I take my wood blocks and I take some of the wood glue from Dollar Tree and I start sticking my blocks onto, or blocks. I start sticking the letters onto the blocks with using the wood glue. And then I somehow lost the footage on me hot gluing and wood gluing the blocks together, but you'll see me hot glue and wood glue the two words together. And that's basically the same thing. So here I am applying some of the wood glue onto the block. And then I'll take my hot glue as well, so I have a immediate hold and a permanent hold. And I will take the first letter, first word, my, and stick it towards the edge. This way I have room for my heart. And I'm picking off some of the hot glue strings. I hate those things. And then I take my heart. And what you don't see really is that I have one of those wooden blocks, little wooden blocks, that you can get at Dollar Tree. I think the one that I have is from Temu, and you'll be able to see it in a minute. But it's the same thing. It's just to stabilize the heart a little bit. As you can see, I just tacked it on the back with some hot glue. And then after that, that's really it for this project. It is finished, and I will give that to my husband for Valentine's Day because he's my sweet little love. He's my love. DIY number 2. For this project, you're going to need some of the square dowel rods. They are 12 inches long and 1/4 wide. You'll also need some letters from Amazon or wherever you prefer to buy them. I have the white paint in Apple Barrel, Pink Blast, and Craft Smart. And I use also a gray and I believe in Apple Barrel as well. Here I took my dowel rod and I measured it to 6 inches and I'm cutting two of them. You'll need a total of three dowel rods. So here I am cutting and measuring, which I am honestly not very good at, but I somehow manage it. Here I am taking the second one and cutting it. And then I take another one after. Okay, I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, here, those two. Okay, those are the 6 inches that I cut down. And then I'm taking the third one and I'm measuring to see how far apart that I would like these two. We are making a small ladder for a tier tray. So I sit here and I play around with it until I find the correct width that I prefer. And it's always up to you what you do. I ended up doing 1.5 inches. And then I cut 5 of those into, wait a minute, I cut 1.5 inches and I cut 5 of those. I will eventually get this right. And that's just me cutting them again. They're very easy to cut. I just take those big cutters and they cut fine. And I missed some of the footage. I apologize. I took the 5, I sanded them down, and here is me just using some wood glue and gluing them together. Again, I apologize again for some of that footage being missed, but as you can see, I just spaced it. I didn't measure the spacing really. I just kind of picked what I liked and what I thought felt good. And then I'm taking the white paint from Apple Barrel and I'm painting the entire ladder, back, front, back, sides, every piece of it in that white. And then I take the gray from Apple Barrel and I distress it using the gray. I kind of like the white and gray distress look. I think it's very pretty. And I distress both sides, the front and the back, and the little slats in between. And I'm going to show you every bit of this, obviously. Okay, finally, I'm done with that. So after that, I believe I take my letters. Yeah, I take letters and I say the word love, and I take that pink blast from Craftsmart and I paint all my letters and I dry them off with my heat gun. And then I take my ladder and I position the letters where I would like them to be. And I play around with it before I glue them. Of course, that's probably the best way to do it. And I kind of stagger the letters and kind of turn them off to the side a little bit. I like that look a lot. I then take, I thought I took, oh, okay, I lost some of the footage. I took the wood glue and wood glued them all together. Somewhere I lost that footage. Um, Here I am taking some ribbon I got off of Amazon. I'm trying to make a messy bow, and I don't think the footage for this showed up very well either. Again, I promise I will work on my editing skills and things like that, but I just take some of the jute string that I have on hand and just tie it in a knot. It's pretty small messy bow. It's probably the smallest I've ever made. And I just kind of cut and fluff it out to where I like it. And then I take it and I hot glue it onto the corner of that ladder right above the L. And then I take this little heart that I have. I believe it's a little felt heart from Dollar Tree. And it's a little big because, like I said, I made a very small messy bow. And I cut down the heart a little bit to make it fit. Because, like I said, it's pretty small. And I'm just trimming it up a little bit better. And then I just take some hot glue and I glue it right there in the middle of that messy bow. There we go. I finally did that. Okay. And that's it. That is our ladder. I'm going to put that on one of my tier trays that I have. Actually, I only have one tier tray. I don't know to say one of them. I only have one. Oh, I'm cutting off the jute string off the back here. I forgot I had extra jute string on the back. But that's it. That is my pretty little ladder for my tier tray. On to DIY number 3. Okay, for this project, you're going to need a wooden heart, a tile, and I found this printable on Facebook on a clip art, and I just copied it and printed it. I want to apologize on this video. I tried to do a voiceover on this thing many times. I'm like about to cry. I can't get it to work out. It's not working out very well, so I'm not going to say anything anymore and pray that the editing on this works out. I wanted to cut it after so long, but it ended up being the most beautiful project I did. Again, I very much apologize. Um, Hopefully it turns out once I get it loaded on Facebook. I don't know what it's going to turn out to be, but I'm done. I can't do any more on this. So, just watch what I do, and if you have any questions, just let me know, and I will try to explain it to you the best that I can. But other than that, thanks again for watching. Please continue to watch this and subscribe. I promise I will get better with my editing skills and voiceovers. Again, I don't know why this one did not want to work very well, even though I'm talking to you right now. But as I was explaining the project, it got all off tilted every time I